YouTube, I'm not going to make this as long as the video the other last night. I ended up about an hour and 20 minutes long. I could have already editing it and I was running out of time because I was leaving today, so... And if you don't speak Scottish, you probably didn't understand a word I just said there. So today I'm doing a wee bit of a quest, a bit of an epic quest. I'm in Bearsden just now, just past the house of the guy that I swapped, and no, what did I swap? An Ibanez SA series, which I got from John Carter in one of the trade things. I swapped it for a Gretsch Streamliner. Which, why did I call it a Steamliner? I should have, but I didn't. Just there, so my pal Taylor, I'm picking up a box of guitar bits. I think it's basically a whole guitar in bits. And then I'm taking it down to Kilmarnock, down to the Shire. Because he's bought the Strongbow caster off me. So I'm going to drop that off, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Actually managing to kill 3 birds with 1 stone because Andy Neon Tetrahedron from the live streams has bought the Bucky Variax off me months ago, and I think at one point I did try and go down and get COVID. Jesus. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Sorry. Sorry. And he was reversing. You can get through there, can't you? I'll go in there. Right. You get through? Cheers. Oh. Well, there's some live traffic incidents there. Stopped behind a van and a sort of passing bit there, and he started reversing. And he couldn't see me. I was like, oh no! I tucked in behind him because I thought he was letting a car pass, but he was actually parking. I shat it. I don't even know where I was at now. So I'm now in Bearsden somewhere. I'm now, because I've not been concentrating, I've absolutely no idea where I am. I'm going down to the Shire, as I said. Yes. Sell the Variax. Oh, I've just left in here. I might be here. Okay, so if I keep this down to 2 or 3 minute videos rather than half-hour rants. Rocket. Yep. Well, let's stop off 1 done. Looks like I might actually be picking up the Firebird in Uddingston as well. I messaged Christy this morning and I was like, I'm here, oh man, I'm here. As I said, he was on the Swally last night. So he might be asleep. Well, what time you come past? I don't know yet. So I'm now off to the Shire. I suppose seeing as I'm in Killy, I should really get a Killy pie for lunch, shouldn't I? So I really have eaten something this morning, I just don't feel like it. Bloody, it was hot yesterday. Civic was absolutely... So it was like, oh, it's really hot. It's really hot here as well. It was like 21 degrees in Scotland. I was like, 21 degrees. What the fuck? She's got her air conditioning set to 26. Yes, hence why I can't live in Taiwan. I would just die. That's if it's aircon at 26, which I'm struggling with. Where's this sending me? I'll just follow it blindly. Yeah, that's always the best idea with sat navs. Alright, I see where it's going. Alright, I can see that. That's actually quite good. This is so much better than that bloody TomTom thing I had. Or even worse, the thing that when you've got the navigation app that's automatic on your phone, that thing was totally nuts. It was just like, it was showing you like, it was like Lord of the Rings shots. You know, like looking at the road. It's okay, so I could find that it would decide it was just going to do like a drone camera sweep thing. You're like, but it's not telling me. Fair enough on a bit of straight road and nothing happened, but I had junctions on it, so I'm looking like in the distance at, oh, I've got to the left here. Oh, okay. This is a very coolly named Switchback Road, but it's not really that exciting. But it's a name you always remember, so this is annoying. So I've got 2 lanes of cars coming. I've got to get in the right hand lane and come out the left hand lane. And then that car there's absolutely booting it, yep. Why is it always the case whenever you get a queue of cars and then there's a gap, the car that's immediately behind it's always absolutely belting along so you can't get out? Right, so out here, round here, around here, nothing dodgy going on here. Actually, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, here we go. So, Killybound. I'd imagine this might take me through the Clyde Tunnel. Maybe. No, I don't think it is actually. See what happens. I'll turn the camera on and go through the Clyde Tunnel, because that'll be exciting. Andy Neon Tetrahedron. Woo! That's a bad junction there. Coming over that hill, then it's standing traffic. Cool. Rocket. Yeah, so it didn't take me to the Clyde Tunnel instead. There's the hydro. Just put it there so that you can see me as well. That, the Finiston crane. And if you ever got the hydro, don't park in that car park. I took Civic there on my 40th birthday. And my God, it took us about... Basically, if I'd parked, you park on the up, there's like a walkway that goes up over the motorway, park up there somewhere, and then I would have been home by the time, or we would have been home by the time, look at that bloody multi-storey car park. Terrible thing. It was Black Sabbath though. The gig that I wasn't going to go to because I saw them 4 years before in the same place. I was like, that was pretty good. I remember when the hydro first opened, me and my pal G were like, I need to go and see someone. I was like, oh, look, State Square playing. Oh, we'll go to that, get a crap seat in the back. You know, 25 quid or something like that. It was like, we're looking up, like, you're right, go and see State Square again. 25 quid. Then it was only 28 quid for Sabbath. Well, sorry, we'll go and see Sabbath instead. And then, as I said, like 5 years later, or whatever it was, when Sabbath were doing their end tour, I was like, oh, I could maybe go to that again. It was only 30 quid a ticket. It's at the back, fantastic. Those exact same tickets were 70 quid. I was like, I'm not going. And then Civic was coming over. And I was like, oh, so I was a bit of a Sabbath freak as well. Alright, damn, it's like, gig's coming up in a month's time. Buy a ticket, and those tickets were now 100 quid. I was like, oh no. So I ended up going to one of these scalping site things. And it was like, it was paying 150 quid for crap tickets. What? So I started looking at the more expensive ones, and I got a gold circle one, and I think I paid 180 each for the 2 tickets. 360 quid. But it was my birthday. Civic was there, and because we were in the gold circle thing, which felt very much like cheating, walked in, it was like there was a barrier at the front, there's about 20 yards back. Just stood right in front of Tony Iommi. I'm even in one of the, if you're on my Facebook, one of my profile pictures is, I think it's still Tony Iommi's profile picture. It's a shot taken from behind him, you know, all the crowd at the end of the gig or something like that, and I'm in it. And I'm dead easy to find, because you would your way of thinking is, I'll start at the front left, and it's like, so I would start at the front bottom. It's like, oh, not me. Right, there you go. Civic's just too short to be in the photo. She's standing next to me though. That was a good gig. So I see Ozzy's not well, he's not looking good at all. He wasn't, I saw him download probably 3 years ago, and he was only on the stage for half the time, and I don't think he knew where he was. He was still able to sing songs and stuff, but I mean, there really was, I'm not joking, a 20-minute guitar solo by Zakk Wylde. It was actually at Downloads there. Did we see him? Saw a wee bit of it from the, like, just on the big screens. Never actually went to the pit. There was something else on the Black Label Society. So we stayed, I don't know, sat in the grass, totally steaming and unable to move, cooked. And watched him, and I think he went through about 4 guitars in the 5 minutes we watched, using his wild special signature guitars, which is obviously punting. I was actually thinking, I heard someone was talking about this the other day. I wonder if he's, I was thinking he was just advertising his guitar brand, but I wonder if he sells those guitars. I was like, I played this at Download. Really, that's the guitar you played at Download? It's the guitar I played at Download, yeah. Actually played 20 guitars. They probably, it's like, out of the case, just give me a new one, straight in the box, bang, bang, bang. It probably means to show that you probably get one that's pure setup amazing though. If you bought one of them, so you're actually paying for a guitar that's been set up by Zakk's tech. I wonder if the tech gets paid extra for that. I've never done it. Guitar tech, I don't really know anything about it. I didn't really exist though. I wonder if it's one of those things like that. Yeah, good guitar tech. It's like you're not doing much during the gig. Why don't you set up guitars? How many do you want? 20 for every gig, all different ones. That's great. I think it's paid extra for that. So I'm now on the long boring drive to Kelly. We've not been that long. 20 minutes, okay. I'm not really going to complain at 20 minutes, especially since it was down at Donington last 5 hours, that was something like that. And then even yesterday it was a 2-hour drive to go pick up that roadster. So I think he's got his in, so I think I'll take that round to Scott's and say, look, got a new roadster. Oh, not quite finished it yet. It's like the process of cleaning it and putting it back together again, making it play is not, I wasn't particularly, what's the word? Detailed with it. I did everything that needed to be done, put it back together again, got it playing and went to bed last night. Did a video for it this morning before I left, which is probably what you're seeing tonight. Today is Thursday. But no, it's not quite set up right. Luckily I didn't play above the 12th fret, I don't think, in the demo, otherwise I would have noticed that I haven't yet done the truss rods and it was fretting out all over the place. I think I might have mentioned that the action was a bit high. So I've now started faffing about with the truss rods. I'm going to have to do something with that tremolo arm. It's now come loose. It's kind of like, it's a clip-in one, but it bolts, the bit that it clips into is bolted on and that's come loose, so not quite. It's flipping good guitar though. Really when you look, 13 miles. When you look at the quality level of that guitar, it's insane. It does look, it looks a bit cheap though. Kind of reminds me of, you know, the what do you call them? The Anderton's guitars. Is it East Coast or something they're called? Where it's they make Strat copies and tele copies, but they're just slightly wonky looking because they don't want to get any legal infringements. It kind of looks a bit like that. It's a bit in the middle. It's not quite a Strat, and it's enough of a Strat, not enough of not a Strat to look at it. You kind of go, there's something funny angle looking at it. Anyway, I'm not going to chop pish all this video. This is not going to be an hour and 20 minutes long. This bit is 7 minutes long. Well, maybe keep it down to 20 minutes rocking. Galston, Galston, Galston. That's what that says on that sign there. And I can't help thinking about the fantastic, I forgot his name, Glenn Campbell. Don't know Glenn Campbell, check out Glenn Campbell, he's awesome and totally cool. His version of the William Tell Overture is fantastic. Also his version of Philip Kintyre on bagpipes is wearing a 70s skin tight football top on some American TV show is also awesome. And he's got a big hit song called Galveston. Not Galveston, but they're like, yeah, close to Moscow actually, or as Americans say Moscow. Why they can't say Moscow. I got namped in Moscow one time. Moscow here is about 10 houses on the road to Galveston, I think, if I remember correctly. I remember saying to pal Mo one time, so I woke him up and went, coming with me to Moscow? And he was like, yeah. No idea what it was, but why not? Sounds like too exciting an opportunity to miss. I've actually still got it. It was a torque thing, 20 watt, I don't know, probably a 10-inch speaker in it, but unbelievably loud, 3 inputs, like a keyboard, a guitar and a bass, well, a keyboard, guitar and mic inputs on the front, basically a mini PA and combo, the size of, maybe not the size of a 20 watt, smaller than that orange basically. I've never sold it. My pal kind of said he wanted it. It's like, it's kind of, I don't know. You could totally gig it. Like it's a 3-piece band. The only thing that didn't sound good on it was the guitar input. The guitar input sounded pretty bad, but for sticking the bass through it was fantastic. Sticking it into the keyboard or the mic socket for singing through it was fantastic as well. Just like obviously it's a full range PA type thing, and for the guitar input they put some sort of capacitors or filters on it to try and make it a bit more guitar ampy, which didn't really work that well. It might sound good with a multi-effects unit or something. for it yet, and I've had it for about 10 years, but I will eventually find a use for it, and it'll be great. That's where Moscow was. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm not paying any attention. I want to go over there. Yeah, so that was just dropping the guitar for Taylor's. I wish I'd take the camera and he'd shown me his guitars. He's got some stunning guitars. Some of the ones that even I helped him choose. He's got an Aria Thor sound, a TS 300, 400, something like that. Fantastic guitar. I've got the Thor sound I've got. It's the same shape, so from the same range, but I'm very, very much a budget version of the one he's got. He's got a Yamaha 335 type thing, and what else do they have? He'd a multi-scale 8-string Ibanez, and it doesn't suffer from the same problems as the not multi-scale 8-string that I've got. So I think maybe that might have to be getting punted. It was so much better having a multi-scale. The F sharp string, the fattest string, actually worked on it. Yeah, so I need to go down to Taylor. Taylor's actually got a YouTube channel. I don't know if he actually started it. He sent me a video he'd done. Is this good enough to put on YouTube? But it was better than any of mine, so I was like, yeah, totally, of course it is. It's a case of just getting used to the talking to the camera type thing, which I'm used to now. I'm not as good at it, but I don't think about it anymore. So I dropped off the Strongbow caster. Annoyingly, I forgot to engrave the neck plate. To be fair, it was like about 4 weeks ago or something. He said, oh, could you engrave the neck plate for me? I was like, yeah, no problem. And I forgot about it until now. So it's not like something I forgot to do this morning or I forgot to do yesterday. It's something I forgot to do 30 seconds after he asked me to do it because I was probably pissed. So I feel a wee bit bad about that. But all good. So I'm now off to Troon. That should be fun. Try not to make this too long a video. Yeah, so, and I'm absolutely starving. Just on the phone to Civic. She's going to get Mexican food. Not the best thing to say to someone it's 2 o'clock, they've been up since 8 and not had anything to eat yet at all. We're going to get a sore throat. I guess I had bad hay fever yesterday, and also being at downloads in general, smoking like a chimney the whole time and smoking roll-ups, probably not the best situation. So I've texted Andy and said I'm on my way. I did say 3 o'clock and it's actually 2 o'clock, but it's going to be quarter past by the time we get there. I think that's within the realms of not too bad. If he doesn't answer, I'll go and get a fish supper first. The last time I was in Troon, was it Troon where that guy, was it Brian, the guy with the millions of guitars, that got the Thunderbird bass and nearly bought a Roadstar off him? I think was he Troon? Somewhere, Saltcoats he was. Saltcoats Troon. On the west coast anyway, the southwest coast of Scotland. I was going to say I can almost smell the sea, but it's not. I can smell dung because I've obviously just dunged one of the fields round about here. Anyway, I'll get back once I can see the sea, maybe. I think I'm kind of this guy, this lovely guy. Last time I was there for about an hour just talking rubbish. He said he's got some of his friends over, so I might have managed to make this it might only be a 5-minute drop off rather than being the full hour, which is normally what I can't stop talking. Taylor's like, do I come in? I was like, no. He's like, oh, come on, I never rest. Oh, okay. And the wall of his bedroom is just like, I don't know, 30 guitars. Look at him. He's a professional musician though. He's talking about doing a theatre show where he's got to read sheet music. Total different level from me. I can barely read chords that I've written down. Never mind actual music. No idea how you do that. It must be a strange one though. He was talking about he's got a Taylor Variax. It's actually a Variax I've taken down. It's got an extra thing on it, and I don't think it does not look like a cheap guitar. I think actual variac circuit's sort of the same, but it's got an extra wheel up, see where up in South Ayrshire. It's got like in a Jaguar where the switches are, it's got like a rotary wheel that's got different tunings on it, as well as having the variac bit down at the bottom, which is rather cool. Because whenever we're playing, I don't know, Honky Tonk Women or something, you just think, alright, that's the whole thing about being a professional musician, isn't it? Of that calibre, you know, when you're doing wedding gigs and theatre shows, you've got to play whatever it is everyone else is playing, which I struggle doing things I don't like doing. Like, I don't know how much fun that would be. But it's a job, so I mean, got a lovely house, and wife and kids and all that, so it's like, you know, it's better than working at McDonald's or something, but no, fantastic. Did a lot of really strange things as well, like banjos and mini banjos and slidey guitars and all that stuff. Rocking, cool. I shall get back to you once I can see the sea. So I forgot to do a video when I was sitting on the beach eating chips. I'd been down at Andy's dropping off the neon tetraheder, dropping off the variacs, which didn't work. So it's annoying because there was a point after I put it back together again. When I got it, one of the saddles was broken. Everything worked apart from one string, so I re-soldered it. You know, I had to turn it on and it didn't come on, so it was really annoying. Then I took the battery and put it back in again, and it did work. So I've left it with them. We'll just get the money off them another time, assuming if it's still working in a week's time or 2 weeks' time. Here's one of those things that apparently, he said, I was reading reviews and some people say they're intermittent and they're great when they work and all that. I'd never heard that before. Like, oh, shit. It's like, I felt really embarrassed, especially because he had his pals round as well, his jam club. I was like, oh, that's interesting, plugged it in, didn't work. So, yeah, he did offer to give me money for it, but I'll just, and then I said I'd give it back to him, but rather than doing that, I'll just get the money off my another time. Lovely guy. I'm thinking he was wearing a Mad Malcolm t-shirt as well. I forgot that he swapped, the reason I know him is one time he swapped me an old knackered bass for a Mad Malcolm t-shirt. So I did that. I suppose it was a Mad Malcolm t-shirt and a drive to Troon. He was like, are you videoing? And I was like, right, no, but next time I'll go down, I'll take the camera and stuff. And I suppose the GoPro was sitting there, but did go down for a video. I'm going to do the same. Maybe catch Taylor on the same day, do a similar journey again in a couple of weeks' time. To either just to chat with Taylor, who's started up his own YouTube channel as well, so to get a wee shows your guitars thing, which everyone always finds interesting. You kept going and getting new ones, it's got some interesting ones. Really nice Jim Deacon 335. It's a pity it's a 335, I was like, I'm just not ready for it. No, he wasn't selling it, but it's been a while since the last time, it's not been that long since the last time I had a 335, the Gretsch one. I was talking about that there on the Streamliner. So I didn't really, every 2 years I buy a 335 type guitar, not obviously a Gibson one at £3,000. And then for the first hour I'm like, yeah, 335s are great, why don't I have one? Then a week later it's like, I don't like 335s. There might be a slight hint of Oasis from them. No, it's not the guitar's fault, because I really can't stand them. So I got chips, sat on the beach. Well, that sounds like I got out of the car. I parked at the beach. Sunny, Troon. Oh, I should take a photo of the sea, then you would have seen that. Seen both sides of the land. East and west seas in 2 days, within 24 hours. Which you can't do in America without a plane or anything. I'm slightly concerned with this road I'm on though. This is very show the sheepland just a wee bit. This is not the way I came in. The sat nav must know better. Maybe there's a special route to East Kilbride from Troon. This would be not good for my mileage. See, it is similar, but in many ways not similar to roundabout Wayne's house. I don't know, why does this look like Scotland? I mean, it's just a wee B road, hedges on either side, trees, but this does not look like where Wayne is. I think the colours are slightly different here. Like, I think the light's a different colour. I think our light is whiter. Does that make sense? It's yellower down south. Or something. I think that's Irvine in the distance. I think maybe the reason it's taken me this way to get out is because I came from Kilmarnock. Maybe a slightly different route. Better slow down since he's 20 in a month video. I mean, in many ways similar. I'm interested to see if like your Pontiacs and stuff or even Music is Fun from Germany. Dundonald. There's some sort of castle over there, which I'm not going to see because I'm going right. But I do think this looks the same as Leicester, where Wayne was. Because it's in many ways so similar, but in other ways so different. I wonder if maybe just because I used to be a builder, all the eaves details in the house look very different. Maybe it looks, this is going to sound really offensive, but I think it maybe looks cleaner just because it's probably been raining, because it's always raining here. So it doesn't have the same sort of dustiness at the side of the road. But apart from that, it's just gone, it's the same but different. Bizarre, isn't it? And Andy was well impressed. One of the funniest videos he's ever seen was the guitar Jenga. So I need to see if we can do that. If anyone's got a really badly repaired headstock that's been held on with screws, me and Scott will do a guitar Jenga too, take the screws out and see what happens. The thing about that video was genuine fear, or genuinely expecting it to explode for the first couple of screws. That guitar's still up and playing. I'm at his house, I'll give it another strum. That's been a month or something. It's not going anywhere now. Where the hell am I going? It's telling me to go right, which I think is south. I don't think that can be right, but I've got enough petrol to make it to a petrol station anyway if something does happen. Well, actually I'm 10 minutes closer to Scott's, so rocking. See you at Scott's. It's blacker here than it is down south. The blacks are blacker. I think that's what it is. Not necessarily everything's brighter, it's darker in the shadows. I'm back on the main road. At least I know where I am now, probably. I'm being a bit lazy using the sat nav. Not even the Moan Lane, wow. Yeah. So all good. Rocking.